Guru, Why, Guru, Why, Guru, Why, Guru. ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ ਆਓ ਜੀ we are on 46th पौड़ी now आओ जी चलिए ਆਪਾਂ ਅੱਗੇ बीजो सूझै को नहीं बह दुलीचा पाए Maharaj says कि there's none other than him. There's nobody who is like him. Nobody is sitting in parallel seat. Why Maharaj is saying this? The question is, why Maharaj is talking about that there's nobody like him, there is nobody who is seated next to him or in parallel to him. Because there is a concept in Hinduism, right? So remember, we are doing a vichar of Dakhni Onkar, and Maharaj was visiting the Onkara temple. Now there they had somebody like some Thakur or Onkar, somebody, a Vishnu's avatar was sitting there, an idol was there. He was seated there. So Maharaj is trying to break the params. Maharaj ਲੋਕਾਂ ਦੇ ਭਰਮ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਆ ਦੂਰ ਕਰਦੇ ਪਏ ਆ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਉਹਦੇ ਵਰਗਾ ਤੇ ਦੂਜਾ ਕੋਈ ਹੈ ਹੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਥਾਪਿਆ ਨਾ ਜਾਈ ਕੀਤਾ ਨਾ ਹੋਏ ਆਪੇ ਆਪ ਨਿਰੰਜਨ ਸੋਏ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਤੇ ਥਾਪਿਆ ਨਹੀਂ ਜਾ ਸਕਦਾ ਸੌਰੀ ਗਾਇਸ ਗਿਵ ਮੀ 1 ਸੈਕਿੰਡ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਤੇ ਥਾਪਿਆ ਹੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਜਾ ਸਕਦਾ ਉਹਦੇ ਵਰਗਾ ਤੇ ਦੂਜਾ ਪੂਰੀ ਦੁਨੀਆ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਪੂਰੀ ਕਾਇਨਾਤ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕੋਈ ਹੈ ਹੀ ਨਹੀਂ there is nobody like him. So why you are establishing the temples and all that sort of stuff? Maharaj is telling us. Because today also, I'm sometimes surprised to see in the Gurdwaras that Guru Granth Sahib Ji da prakash hoya. There's a Guru Granth Sahib Ji's prakash. Because we have to run our business, Gurdwara business, they will bring another Guru Granth Sahib Ji's Swaroop next to Guru Granth Sahib Ji's Swaroop. And they'll say, okay, do part. Now let's do Khand part here also. Third one, fourth one. Remember, our Guru is Puran. है ना दूजा कोई नहीं है ना दूजा गुरु है ना दूजा कोई सतगुरु है ना दूजा कोई वाहिगुरु है there is no difference between guru satguru vaheguru or sant it's all the same you know you must have heard that sakhi ਸੰਤਾਂ ਕੇ ਕਾਰਜ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਦੀ ਤੁਕ ਹੈਗੀ ਹੈ ਬਾਣੀ ਦੀ ਸੰਤਾਂ ਕੇ ਕਾਰਜ ਆਪ ਖਲੋਇਆ ਉਹ they say that this shabad this is in the Sakhi, I think part of Suraj Prakash Granth. They say that this is the Shabad with the first Hukamnama came in Darbar Sahib. I don't know how many of you know. Kids, you should know this. Santa ke karaj aap khloa. Now, this was when the first Hukamnama was taken by Baba Buddha Ji. ਜਦੋਂ ਦਰਬਾਰ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਅੰਮ੍ਰਿਤਸਰ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਪਹਿਲੀ ਵਾਰੀ ਆਦ ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਗ੍ਰੰਥ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਦਾ ਪ੍ਰਕਾਸ਼ ਹੋਇਆ ਸੀ ਤੇ ਇਹ ਹੁਕਮਨਾਮਾ ਆਇਆ ਸੀ ਪਹਿਲਾ ਹੁਕਮਨਾਮਾ ਸੰਤਾਂ ਕੇ ਕਾਰਜ ਆਪ ਖਲੋ ਨਾਓ ਸੀ who was there ਬਾਬਾ ਬੁੱਢਾ ਜੀ ਹੁਕਮਨਾਮਾ ਲੈ ਰਹੇ ਸੀ ਬਾਬਾ ਬੁੱਢਾ ਜੀ was taking the ਹੁਕਮਨਾਮਾ and Guru Arjan Dev Ji was there Guru Arjan Dev Ji was called a sant. You know, you tell me, just think about it. Can we call any human like, you know, if our Guru Sahibans were also called sant, then how come we have so many sants in this world? In Gurbani, sant word came, if it is a singular, it means it's Guru, Satguru, Vaheguru, one and the same thing. Or if it is plural, it is Sangat. Anywhere where the Naam is being chanted. Same thing Maharaj is saying here. Bijo suje, kende sujda hi nahi manu koi hor. There's none like him. Bijo suje ko nahi, koi hai hi nahi. Bahe dulicha paye matlab ਉਹਦੀ ਗੱਦੀ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਬੈਠ ਜਾਵੇ. And what we are doing in Gurdwaras? ਦੋ ਆਪਾਂ ਗੁਰੂ ਗ੍ਰੰਥ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਦੇ ਪ੍ਰਕਾਸ਼ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ. If somebody, let's say if there are 20 people, we need to understand if the 20 families wants to do Khand part, why can't we just do one part and do the Das for 20 families? will doing in parallel 20 parts will resolve anything? First of all, part should be done by the individual. Part ਜਿਹੜਾ ਵਾ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਆਪਣੇ ਆਪ ਹੀ ਕਰਨਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ, ਸਹਿਜ ਪਾਠ ਕਰਕੇ। ਅਗਰ ਚਲੋ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਗੁਰਦੁਆਰੇ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਚਲੋ there are many families ਹੈ ਨਾ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਪੜ੍ਹ ਨਹੀਂ ਸਕਦੇ ਇਕੱਠੇ ਆ, ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਵੀ ਹੈ ਨਾ, even if you are taking a help of Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj, why you need to have a different Guru Granth Sahib Ji Swaroop for your part? If the part is going on, it is going on. So ਅਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੇ, because ਆਪਣੇ ਸਾਡੀ ਤਮੰਨਾ ਜਾਂ ਕਹਿ ਲਓ ਡਿਜ਼ਾਇਰ, ਕਹਿ ਲਓ ਜਿਵੇਂ ਵੀ ਹੈ ਨਾ, we wanted different Swaroop, different parties or whatever, right? So it's all mess going on right now. बहुत ज़्यादा भंबल भूसे पे हुए, ऐसे पीछे लोकी परम जगे। This is the reason why kids, when kids ask these questions, nobody replies to them, right? This has, you know, has nothing to do with Sikhi. बार बार महाराज कहते साहेब मेरा एको है जी, एको है, इको ही है। ਹੁਣ ਇੱਕ ਥਾਂ ਤੇ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜੀ ਦੇ ਸਰੂਪ ਨੇ ਉਹ, they are different ਸਰੂਪਸ of Maharaj, right? So but ਸਾਡਾ ਗੁਰੂ ਤਾਂ ਇੱਕੋ ਹੀ ਹੈ। We don't need 20 Guru Granth Sahib Ji's ਪ੍ਰਕਾਸ਼ at one place. One is enough. ਬੀਜੋ ਸੁਜੈ ਕੋ ਨਹੀਂ, ਇਹੀ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਗੁਰੂ ਨਾਨਕ ਦੇਵ ਜੀ ਪਾਂਡੇ ਨੂੰ ਕਹਿ ਰਹੇ ਕਿ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਤੇ ਰੱਬ ਦਾ ਓਂਕਾਰ ਦਾ ਮੰਦਿਰ ਬਣਾਤਾ, that you created the temple of Onkar and you're saying it's a Vishnu's avatar. How is that possible? You Maharaj says thapya ਉਹਨੂੰ ਤੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਉਹਦਾ ਕੋਈ ਜੋ he is ਨਿਰੰਕਾਰ, he is formless. How can you create a form? Even Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj, when we are talking about the Bani, the words, the Shabad, now Shabad becomes tan, the ink becomes tan because it is being used to write the Shabad. But when we are matha taking, ਜਦੋਂ ਆਪਾਂ ਮੱਥਾ ਟੇਕਦੇ ਆ, ਆਪਾਂ ਸ਼ਾਹੀ ਨੂੰ, ਦਵਾਤ ਨੂੰ ਜਾਂ ਕਾਗਜ਼ ਨੂੰ ਮੱਥਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਟੇਕ ਰਹੇ। We are not bowing our head in front of, you know, some book, because it's not a book, it's a Guru Bani. ਵਾਹੋ ਵਾਹੋ ਬਾਣੀ ਨਿਰੰਕਾਰ ਹੈ, ਬਾਣੀ ਗੁਰੂ, ਗੁਰੂ ਹੈ ਬਾਣੀ, ਵਿੱਚ ਬਾਣੀ ਅੰਮ੍ਰਿਤ ਸਾਰੇ। ਗੁਰਬਾਣੀ ਹੈ, the wisdom of the Guru. That's where the matha is being taken. ਮੱਥਾ ਆਪਾਂ ਕਿਹਦੇ ਅੱਗੇ ਟੇਕਦੇ ਹਾਂ? ਬਾਣੀ ਦੇ ਅੱਗੇ। ਹਾਂ, that ink, that paper becomes tan, blessed. Why it becomes blessed? Because Vaheguru's Shabad is written on it. You know, it's like you have some manmukh and he has done something very bad and he has a tattoo written out there, Ek Onkar. First of all, tattoos should not be there, right? A lot of confusion people have on that, right? There should not be any tattoos. I mean, if it is there already, now don't try to remove it. It's, something is done, it's done, that's fine. You should not be, you know, so much into correctness, right? But ਕੋਈ ਅਗਰ ਟੈਟੂ ਹੈਗਾ, ਛੋਟੇ ਹੁੰਦਿਆਂ ਬਣ ਗਿਆ, ਵੱਡੇ ਹੋ ਗਏ, ਕਿਸੇ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਮੱਤ ਮਾਰੀ ਗਈ ਤਾਂ ਆਪਾਂ ਬਣਾ ਲਿਆ। But let's say if there is a manmukh, he's using his physical body doing bad things, but Ek Onkar ਲਿਖਿਆ ਗਿਆ, and when some Sikhs will see that, they will protect that, not because the person is good, because the Bani is written there. It Bani makes even the dark things into the better things, right? ਇਹੀ ਚੀਜ਼ ਹੈ ਬਾਣੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ। ਲੇਕਿਨ ਬਾਣੀ ਕਿੱਥੇ ਹੋਣੀ ਚਾਹੀਦੀ? ਸਾਡੇ ਮਨ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ। Where should be the ਬਾਣੀ? Where should be the ਸ਼ਬਦ? In our mind. ਜੋ ਆਪਾਂ ਪੜ੍ਹਦੇ ਹਾਂ, ਬੀਜੋ ਸੂਝੇ ਕੋ ਨਾਹੀ, ਬਹੈ ਦੁਲੀਚਾਂ ਪਾਏ, ਨਰਕ ਨਿਵਾਰਨ, ਨਰੈ ਨਰ, ਸਾਚੋ ਸਾਚੈ ਨਾਏ। ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਉਹ ਨਰਕ ਨਿਵਾਰਨ ਹੈ। What is ਨਰਕ ਨਿਵਾਰਨ? Meaning, ਅਸੀਂ ਅਗਰ ਬਾਣੀ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਕਨੈਕਟ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਹਾਂ, when we connect with the ਨਾਮ, what happens? ਅਸੀਂ ਨਰਕ ਨਹੀਂ ਜਾਵਾਂਗੇ। We will not go to hell. ਇੰਨੀ ਪਾਵਰ ਹੈ। ਇੱਕ ਵਾਰੀ ਮਨ ਚ ਵਸੇ ਤੇ ਸਹੀ। ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਇੱਕ ਵਾਰੀ ਤੂੰ ਉਹਦਾ ਨਾਮ ਲੈ ਤੇ ਸਹੀ ਸੱਚੇ ਮਨ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ, ਤੂੰ ਨਰਕਾਂ ਚ ਨਹੀਂ ਜਾਏਗਾ, ਇੱਕ ਮਨ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ। ਲੇਕਿਨ ਆਪਾਂ How we have to chant? With one mind. What does one mind mean? Meaning no thoughts. Only thought is about him. Vaheguru. What are the Nirankar Vaheguru? Formless Vaheguru. No picture. When you are chanting, there should not be any picture coming in front of you. When you are chanting, there should not be any words coming in front of you. Nirankar. Dekho, this concept we discussed about yesterday also. We'll discuss today also. Because this is the context right now. Sargun, Nirgun, Nirankar. Maharaj is in everybody. Maharaj Sargun Swaroop de vich bhi hage. Sargun Swaroop ki hai? Sargun Swaroop hai, which has all the three qualities, all the forms which we see, is a Sargun Swaroop of Vaheguru. What is the Nirgun Swaroop of Vaheguru? ਅਸੀਂ ਕਿੰਨੀ ਵਾਰੀ ਗੱਲ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਨਾ, ਨਿਰਾਕਾਰ ਦੀ, ਨਿਰਗੁਣ ਦੀ ਆਪਾਂ ਗੱਲ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ. That empty space, ਖਾਲੀ ਖਲਾ, ਉਹਦੀ ਗੱਲ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ. That's a nirgun. What is nirakar, sargun, nirgun? Nirankar. Nirankar is formless. Now the darshan of a formless Vaheguru can only and only happen at a state when there are no thoughts. ਜਦੋਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਉਸ ਅਵਸਥਾ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਚਲੇ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਹਾਂ, when we go in that ਅਵਸਥਾ, then ਸਾਡਾ ਨਰਕ ਨਿਵਾਰ ਹੁੰਦਾ. ਨਹੀਂ ਤਾਂ ਸਰਗੁਣ ਤੇ ਨਿਰਗੁਣ ਤੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਦੇਖ ਹੀ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ all the time. ਗੁਰਮੁਖs are also watching, ਮਨਮੁਖs are also watching, but ਭਾਵਨੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗੀ. We don't have that feeling, right? So it is very important that we recognize the concepts of Gurbani should be there. Again, now let's say you go to the Gurdwara. Let me ask kids here or the youngsters or anybody, right? Let's say you guys go to the Gurdwara and you see three Prakash of Tan Shri Guru Granth Sahib Ji happening. What will you do? Anybody wants to answer this? Anybody? It's okay.
What do you when you say three Prakash, right? Do you mean like three Guru Granth Sahib Ji's?
Yeah, three Guru Granth Sahib Ji's Swarups are there.
Yes. Since I usually do Matha Tek on Guru Granth Sahib Ji, I would do it on all of them.
No, if they are next to, that's a good answer, Gurman. But what I'm saying is if they are next to each other.
Then I would do it to one because they're all at the same spot.
Okay. So the point is, the question I was asking was, what will you do? Would you tell somebody? Would you? Okay, there is another hands. Sukhman or somebody? Hanji Sukhman?
Hanji, Waheguru Ji ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji ki Fateh.
Waheguru Ji ka Khalsa.
First of all, why are there three Prakash?
That's what I was telling, right? Because people wants to do a lot of Akhand parts together, right? So for example, they say, oh, okay, some event happened, so we want to do the Akhand part. So the multiple Akhand parts, multiple Swarups. Most of the Gurudwaras do that in America. Actually, everywhere. But the problem is some Gurudwaras, they don't have a space. Since they don't have a proper space, they will do the Prakash together of three Guru Granth Sahib Ji's.
Yeah, that would be my answer because it's just, aren't they all the same?
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly. Our point is, don't argue with the management all, but talk with them politely. Not at that point of time, some other time. Talk with them politely. And also, give this wisdom to the Sangat. Let them think. Sometimes people don't even think about these things. So let them think about it. Hey, it's one Guru Granth Sahib Ji. Part is, and okay, another problem with this scenario. The problem with this scenario is when there is multiple Swarups of Guru Granth Sahib Ji and everybody is doing the part, you will not be listening to any. They probably can't even listen to each other, if they are speaking loud. Because they cannot even, so there are many problems. So these are the things, sometimes we need to guide the Sangat very politely. But if somebody is trying to argue with you, leave that turf. Don't argue. It's okay. We're not there to argue, but we should all know these concepts. Right? With what is right, what is wrong. Don't make it a prestige issue. but give the knowledge, discuss it politely. Otherwise, if somebody is arguing, just leave that place. Don't argue. Hanji Sukhman.
I have two questions. One, what is a Akhand Path? And my second question is, what is the purpose of it?
Very good question. Akhand Path is the continuous reading of Guru Granth Sahib. Akhand Path is continuous reading of Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj. Normally they complete it in 48 hours, which is very funny because people have different, way, or some people can take long, some people can take less, but they have made it kind of a 48 hours to 50 hours kind of a standard. Ke 2 ਦਿਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਆਪਾਂ ਖੰਡ ਪਾਠ ਖਤਮ ਕਰਨਾ ਹੈ.
Like cover?
Huh? Sorry?
Like back to back, cover to cover?
Cover to cover, yes. From Ang 1 till Ang 1430. So that's called a Khand Path. And what happens is various people will come, they will have duties, they'll do part. One will stop after 2 hours or 1 hour, whatever the timeline is, and the second one will come. A continuous reading of Guru Granth Sahib Ji, basically. It's called a khand, which never breaks, right? So that is, but Malik has given us different ways. You can do Sahaj Path. Sahaj Path is, you can take your own time. Because what is the purpose of doing Path? Understanding what is the message, and then seeing that message and trying to follow that message, right? And look inside how and reflect yourself to the message. So Sahaj Path is definitely a better deal, but sometimes because it takes a lot of time, people don't have time in this day and age. आजकल लोगों को टाइम नहीं हैगा, वो फिर सहज पाठ नहीं करते, की करते हैं खंड पाठ करवाते हैं. ठीक है, खंड पाठ is good if somebody is reading very carefully, reading loud and people are listening. But the problem is, if a family is going for a khand path, they are not even listening to the path. It's just a ritual, it becomes empty ritual, right? Only somebody who the party sing, the person who is reading it, they're just reading it. But we should do our own part, right? Make sense? Put?
Yeah.
Okay. हाँ जी, आओ जी. ਜਿਹੜੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਨਾ, ਕਿ ਅਸੀਂ ਨਾ ਖਿਡੌਣਾ ਬਣਾ ਲਿਆ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਨੂੰ. we have just made it a toy. ਲੋਗਨ ਰਾਮ ਖਿਲੋਣਾ ਜਾਣਾ, ਹਨਾ, ਆਪਾਂ ਖਿਡੌਣਾ ਬਣਾ ਲਿਆ ਰੱਬ ਨੂੰ. ਸਾਰਾ ਕੁਝ ਆਪਾਂ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ, ਕਰਮ ਕਾਂਡ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ. this is what you called a ਕਰਮ ਕਾਂਡ or an empty ritual, ਹਨਾ. ਤੇ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਜਿਹਦੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਗੱਲ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਹੋ, ਜਿਹੜੀ ਗੁਰਬਾਣੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਦੀ ਗੱਲ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਹੋ ਜਾਂ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਦੀ ਗੱਲ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਹੋ, what is that? It's a ਨਰਕ ਨਿਵਾਰਨ ਨਰ ਨਰੇ ਸਾਚੋ ਸਾਚੇ ਨਾਏ. ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਕਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਨਰਕ ਨਿਵਾਰਨ, ਕਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਹੁੰਦਾ? how you get out of the hell or get away from the hell through the ਨਾਮ, ਸੱਚੇ ਦੇ ਨਾਮ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ, the voice of Vaheguru, the prakash of Vaheguru. But what Maharaj is saying, Guru Nanak Dev Ji is saying, see, but what we all do, or what most of the people will do, especially in those days, this day and age also it is happening. Vantran tundat fir rahi, man mein karo vichar. Maharaj ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਜਿਹਨੂੰ ਤੂੰ ਲੱਭਣ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਪਿਆ ਜੰਗਲਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ, ਪਹਾੜਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ, wherever you are going, you go to jungles and you go to, hills and all, or mountains. Maharaj says you are trying to find that Narak Nivaran, Vaheguru Sache Pasha. But where is he? Man mein karo vichar. And tu athe firda pe, you are wandering everywhere to find him, but he is inside you. Yeah. Lal ratan bohman ki Satgur Hath Pandar. Now, it's like it's a treasure. The Naam of Vaheguru, the Nami is a treasure. It's a khajana. There's nothing like him. The Naam, there's nothing like Naam in the whole world. So Maharaj is comparing it with Lal Ratan Bahman ki. These manaks, these jewels and diamonds, they were these especially Lal Ratan and this manak, they are one of the most expensive jewels or jewel stones in the world. That's why Maharaj is comparing. Bahmanki. Bahmanki means there are many, right? So many. Lal Ratan Bahmanki, Satgur Hath Pandar. Maharaj says when you get a naam from the hands of Vaheguru, from the hands of Satguru, then it is worth than millions of jewels and manak. More than the manaks and the jewels. You get everything. It is, naam is such a precious thing. It's a precious element. That's why it is also called a sixth element, which you can only get in Chautha Pad. ਚੌਥੇ ਪਦ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਹੀ ਨਾਮ ਮਿਲਦਾ ਹੈ, ਤਿੰਨਾਂ ਗੁਣਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਨਾਮ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੁੰਦਾ. There is no naam in ਤਿੰਨ ਗੁਣ, in ਤ੍ਰੈਗੁਣ, only in the ਚੌਥਾ ਪਦ, only at the fourth state. When you go above your senses, ਜਦੋਂ ਆਪਾਂ ਆਪਣੀਆਂ ਇੰਦਰੀਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਛੱਡ ਦਿੰਦੇ ਆ, ਉੱਥੇ ਹੀ ਨਾਮ ਮਿਲਦਾ. ਜਿਹੜਾ ਆਪਾਂ ਸ਼ਬਦ ਸੁਣਦੇ ਆ ਨਾ, we are repeating this again and again, and we will keep on repeating this so that it goes in our head. ਆਪਾਂ ਇਹ ਚੀਜ਼ ਦੁਬਾਰਾ ਬੋਲਣੀ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਸਾਡੇ ਮਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਬੈਠ ਜਾਵੇ. ਜਿਹੜਾ ਆਪਾਂ ਸੁਣਦੇ ਨਾ ਆਵਾਜ਼ਾਂ ਕੰਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ, whatever it is for you, it's a anhat shabad, it's panch shabad, it's a sahaj tune, it's a tur, whatever you hear. ਇਹ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਵੀ ਆਪਾਂ ਸੁਣਦੇ ਆ ਨਾ, ਇਹ ਸ਼ਬਦ ਨੂੰ ਆਪਾਂ ਪਤਾ ਕਿੱਥੇ ਸੁਣਨਾ ਹੈ? ਇਸ ਸ਼ਬਦ ਨੂੰ ਆਪਾਂ ਸੁਣ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਸੁਣਨਾ. We have to listen to this in sun. What is sun? Where there are no thoughts. When you have no connection left with your physical body. That's where we have to listen to this shabad. ਤਾਂ ਕਿਰਪਾ, ਤਾਂ ਇਹ ਲਾਲ ਰਤਨ ਮਾਨਕ ਹੈ. ਲਾਲ ਰਤਨ ਬਹੁਮਾਨ ਕੀ ਸਤਿਗੁਰ ਹੱਥ. ਕਿਹਦੇ ਕੋਲੋਂ ਮਿਲੇਗਾ? ਸਤਿਗੁਰ ਸਿੱਖ ਕੋ ਨਾਮ ਧਨ ਦੇ, ਗੁਰ ਕਾ ਸਿੱਖ ਵਡਭਾਗੀ ਹੈ. This can be only given by Satguru, and he has a pandar of that. What is pandar? As in, it's kind of a, the warehouses filled of the naam. He'll give you. He has for everybody. ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਉਹਦੇ ਕੋਲ ਹੈ ਨਾਮ. ਭੰਡਾਰਾ ਪਿਆ ਉਹਦੇ ਕੋਲ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਵਾਸਤੇ. ਖਾਵੋ, ਖਰਚੋ, ਰਲ ਮਿਲ ਭਾਈ, ਤੋਟ ਨਾ ਆਵੇ, ਵਧ ਦੋ ਜਾਈ. This is that kind of a khajana that Maharaj is giving a physical example. ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਜਿਵੇਂ ਕੋਈ ਭੰਡਾਰੇ ਲੱਗਦੇ ਆ ਨਾ, ਲੰਗਰ ਲੱਗਦੇ ਆ. When there is a langar and pandara, there's a lot of food. And people eat, share, ਖਾਵੋ, ਖਰਚੋ, ਰਲ ਮਿਲ ਭਾਈ, ਤੋਟ ਨਾ ਆਵੇ, ਵਧ ਦੋ ਜਾਈ. But this is different. The physical food will be done, finished. One time after 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, whatever you have cooked. Either you stop it or it will finish. But this is the khajana, this is the treasure which will never finish. ਇਹ ਖਜ਼ਾਨਾ ਕਦੇ ਖਤਮ ਹੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੁੰਦਾ. ਨਾਮ ਦਾ ਖਜ਼ਾਨਾ ਇੰਨਾ ਪਿਆ ਮਾਲਕ. So don't worry. If somebody has got it, don't have a spiritual jealousy. ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈ spiritual jealousy. ਆਤਮਕ ਈਰਖਾ ਵੀ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈ. Religious ਹੈ ਨਾ, sometimes say ਉਹਨੂੰ ਤੇ ਮੈਂ ਸੰਗਤ ਵਿੱਚ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਆਇਆ ਸੀ, ਉਹ ਮੇਰੇ ਤੋਂ ਅੱਗੇ ਚਲੇ ਗਏ. Sometimes we get these thoughts. Oh, I brought that person in the sangat and that person has gone ahead of me. He has more kirpa on me, or he has more kirpa than me. Start comparing. Don't worry about that. Maharaj has that naam for everybody, whosoever has come to this earth. Maharaj has for everybody, because he gave that naam with you. It is inside you. ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਪਿਆ, ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਦੇ ਕੇ ਭੇਜਿਆ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਨੇ, ਬਟ ਪ੍ਰਗਟ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋਇਆ. It has not been revealed to you yet. Not everybody. Some people has, seen this or heard this in the sun also. And that's where the journey or the bhakti starts. है ना? उत्तम हुआ प्रभ मिलै, ਇੱਕ ਮਨ ਏਕੈ ਪਾਏ. ਇੱਕ ਮਨ ਦੀ ਗੱਲ ਕੀਤੀ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ. ਕਹਿੰਦੇ when we will merge with Vaheguru, है ना, ते असीं उत्तम हो जाएंगे, वी विल बी द बेस्ट। हर जन ऐसा चाहिए जैसा हर ही होए। When somebody merges in Vaheguru, there is no difference left between Boond and Sagar. The Boond is Sagar and the Sagar is Boond. The drop of water is ocean and ocean is drop of water. Why I'm saying this? Right now we are drops. When we'll merge in the ocean, can anybody find us? No, it's gone. Gone, merged in that ocean. But if there is an oil, you know, the oil spillings also happened in the ocean, right? If there is an oil, and if that oil will be trying to merge in the ocean, what will happen? Will that merge? Can oil merge in the water? No, right? Similarly, because why? Because the density of the oil is a lot more higher. ਕਦੀ ਵੀ ਤੇਲ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਪਾਣੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਨਹੀਂ ਮਿਲਦਾ। That's why we have to do so much abhyas that we need to purify our mind. ਨਿਰਮਲ ਕਰਨਾ ਆਪਣੇ ਮਨ ਨੂੰ। ਇੱਕ ਵਾਰੀ ਨਿਰਮਲ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ, ਜਦੋਂ ਫਿਰ ਮੇਲੇ ਹੋਣਗੇ ਉਹ ਮਿਲ ਜਾਏਗਾ, ਫਿਰ ਪਤਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਲੱਗੇਗਾ, ਉੱਤਮ ਹੋ ਜਾਏਗਾ। It will be the best one. ਉੱਤਮ ਹੋਵਾ ਪ੍ਰਭ ਮਿਲੇ। ਜਦੋਂ ਪ੍ਰਭ ਮਿਲੇਗਾ, ਜਦੋਂ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਨੂੰ, when we will merge in Vaheguru, then we will become uttam, not before. Having a darshan of Vaheguru, that was a kirpa of Vaheguru. That doesn't mean we became uttam, right? But how that will happen? Maharaj is telling us that also. ਇੱਕ ਮਨ ਇੱਕ ਹੈ ਭਾਏ, ਮਨ ਪੂਰਾ ਸਾਫ਼ ਹੋਣਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ, ਸਿਰਫ ਇੱਕੋ ਵਿਚਾਰ, ਇੱਕੋ ਮਨ ਹੋਣਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ, ਇੱਕੋ ਭਾਵ ਹੋਣੀ ਚਾਹੀਦੀ ਹੈ। Only one desire should be there, that I have to meet Vaheguru, nothing else. It's not should be a single desire. But ਸਾਡੇ desire ਕੀ, ਕਾਮ ਦੇ desire, ਕ੍ਰੋਧ ਦੇ ਇੱਛਾਵਾਂ, ਕਾਮੀ ਇੱਛਾ, ਕ੍ਰੋਧੀ, ਮੋਹ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਬੱਝੇ ਰਹਿੰਦੇ, ਹੰਕਾਰ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਭਰੇ ਰਹਿੰਦੇ। ਅਸੀਂ ਕਿੱਥੋਂ ਮਿਲੇਗਾ, ਕਿਵੇਂ ਮਿਲੇਗਾ? ਨਾ, ਨਹੀਂ ਮਿਲ ਸਕਦਾ। ਸਿਰਫ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਹੀ ਮਿਲੇਗਾ ਜਿਹਦਾ ਇੱਕ ਮਨ ਇੱਕ ਹੈ ਪਾਏ। ਫਿਰ ਮਨ ਨੂੰ ਕੁੱਟਣਾ ਪੈਣਾ ਇੱਕ ਮਨ ਕਰਨ ਵਾਸਤੇ। ਕੁੱਟ ਮਨ ਕਸਵੱਟੀ ਲਾਏ। ਨਾਨਕ ਪ੍ਰੀਤਮ ਰਸ ਮਿਲੇ, ਲਾਹਾ ਲੈ ਪਰਥਾਏ। ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਫਿਰ ਨਾ ਨਾਮ ਜਪ ਕੇ, when by chanting Vaheguru, Vaheguru, then love is there. Then we fall in love with Vaheguru. Nanak Pritam, beloved. When we fall in love with Vaheguru, ਰਸ ਮਿਲੇ, ਸਾਨੂੰ ਰਸ ਆਉਣਾ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦਾ, ਪਿਆਰ ਦਾ ਰਸ, ਪ੍ਰੇਮ ਦਾ। ਪ੍ਰੇਮ ਪੁਨੀਤਾ ਸੁਰਤ ਹਵਾਈ ਗਿਆਣਾ, ਗੋਲਾ ਗਿਆਨ, ਹਨਾ। ਤੇ ਇਹ till the time that ਪਿਆਰ is not there, that prem is not there, that love is not there, that name is not there, then we'll not get the ras. That's why we talked yesterday also, saying Vaheguru, Vaheguru, without that pyar, without that pao, we will not be able to go further. Maybe we will reach at certain stage and we'll stuck at this stage. Nanak Pritam ras mile, laha le parthai. Kende ahi laha. This is the only profit when we will merge with ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਸੱਚੇ ਪਾਤਸ਼ਾਹ। ਆਓ ਜੀ ਆਪਾਂ ਵੀ ਕੋਸ਼ਿਸ਼ ਕਰੀਏ, ਸਾਰੇ ਇੱਕ ਮਨ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਆਪਾਂ ਧਿਆਉਣਾ। We have to chant with one mind. We don't have to get into thoughts. ਆਪਾਂ ਫੁਰਨਿਆਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਨਹੀਂ ਜਾਣਾ। ਆਓ ਜੀ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਕਰੀਏ। ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ, 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 ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ,